Hi Harshita, how's it going?
All great, Sanchit. Bus, meeting a lot of people, trying to build my business. What about you?
Okay, so yeah, recently I've been attending lots of networking events.
Hmm.
So ये होता है कि यार you are meeting different people, getting new ideas. Everyone is very ambitious. They're trying to do different things. So just the startup ecosystem. So what about you? Like, have you heard of any new innovation or any good startup that's working on?
I mean, absolutely. I keep on meeting new people every day, and it is mind-boggling कि आज की डेट में लोग क्या-क्या कर रहे हैं. Like the sort of startup ideas that we are getting these days. I mean, it's amazing. And attending these networking events, I think this is the best way to meet a lot of people and get insight on market trends. एंड लाइक अभी गवर्नमेंट भी इतना पुश कर रही है एमएसएमई को और स्टार्टअप सेगमेंट को सो आई थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटीज लाई अहेड
What according to you is the benefit of networking? Is it for everyone? Is it for only founders who are in the early stage? Or what exactly should a person target from networking?
आई मीन आपने तो सुना ही होगा ना कि योर नेट वर्क इज योर नेट वर्थ राइट एक रीजन है
Yeah.
हम क्यों बोलते हैं ऐसे अब देखो नेटवर्किंग करने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप जाओ और आप एक बिजनेस लेकर आओ दैट इज नॉट नेटवर्किंग वो तो एक बिजनेस मीटिंग हो गई आई थिंक सभी के लिए बहुत एसेंशियल है आज की डेट में क्योंकि अगर हम स्टूडेंट्स की बात करें तो उनको आगे किस कॉलेज में एडमिशन लेना है उनको क्या करना है अपनी लाइफ में और क्या चल रहा है आज की डेट में वो सब आपको सिर्फ तभी पता चलता है जब आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों से मिलोगे बात करोगे और जानोगे कि आजकल ट्रेंड में क्या है वेयर एज ऑन दी अदर हैंड अगर मैं स्टार्टअप फाउंडर्स या एमएसएमई ओनर्स की बात करूं हम लोग हमेशा ही अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ देखते हैं राइट एंड आई फील हर किसी से मिलना इज़ अ न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटी इन इटसेल्फ और ज़रूरी नहीं है कि अगर आप लोगों से मिल रहे हो तो आप कुछ बिजनेस ही लेके आओ बिकॉज एज यू से कि अगर मैं आपसे मिली तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि मुझे आपसे काम आएगा हो सकता है कि आप और मैं एक स्ट्रॉन्ग रिलेशनशिप बनाए और आप मुझे रेफर करो अपने नेटवर्क में
Exactly, yeah. Matlab, I have seen from my experience that building a non-transactional relationship starting में takes you way forward in better quality business relationship.
एब्सोल्युटली
Initially, try to build a relation with the founders without any transaction in mind. So that can help you somehow.
I mean, absolutely. I feel while going for networking, firstly, you should never have this expectation at the first place कि आपको business मिलेगा. उसके लिए आप अपनी business meetings fix करो. The sole purpose of networking is to know the person and to establish meaningful relationships. Because only when you will establish meaningful relationships, you will have a network. बिकॉज नहीं तो मैं आपसे आज मिली मैंने बात करी कल मैं आपको भूल जाऊंगी ऐसा नहीं अगर आप मीनिंगफुल क्रेडेंशियल्स बिल्ड करोगे स्टार्टिंग से तो तभी वो आपके नेटवर्क का पार्ट हो सकते हैं
या तो आपको क्या लगता है आजकल बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप एवरी फाउंडर वो स्टार्टअप पहले जिस दिन स्टार्ट करते हैं फ्रॉम दैट डे दे ट्राई एंड लुक फॉर फंड्स तो अकॉर्डिंग टू यू is funding in the initial stage, like from the very first day, how important is it? Should the founders spend a lot of time looking for funds in the beginning, or should they spend their energy in building the initial stages of the company? So what are your views on that?
See, from a perspective of a lawyer and someone working very closely in this segment, wherein we help the startups to get the fundings from investors, it is very important. Firstly, what is the startup idea, right? उसके बेसिस पे ही आपको फंडिंग मिलेगी इर्रिस्पेक्टिव आप किस स्टेज पे हैं अपने स्टार्टअप के एंड आई फील प्री रेवेन्यू फंडिंग मिलना इज़ मच मोर डिफिकल्ट दैन अ स्टार्टअप जिसका कोई बेस है कुछ कस्टमर बेस है कुछ रेवेन्यू मॉडल है फाइनेंसेस हैं बुक्स है एज कम्पेयर टू दैट because then it shows that there is some value first in the startup that they are wanting to grow and without having any base it is very difficult to convince the investors also
Yeah.
that has been my personal experience but इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि जिन startups के पास idea है या जो प्री रेवेन्यू है उनको फंडिंग्स नहीं मिलती है, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, डेफिनेटली मिलती है. उसमें वी प्ले अलोंग द पिच डेक, how you need to establish a connection with the investors, what sort of conversations you should have, correct, to leave an impact. It is very important that you leave an impact.
So what do you think, what are some upcoming sectors जहाँ पे स्टार्टअप करने की ज़रूरत है? क्या कौन सी ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटी है इन द कमिंग इंडिया? इंडिया इज टेंड टू ग्रो, जो इकोनॉमी है, इफ गवर्नमेंट इज ट्राइंग टू अचीव अ $5 trillion इकोनॉमी,
Correct.
and maybe over the next decade we can target even $10 billion,
Absolutely.
$10 trillion, sorry.
Absolutely.
So क्या क्या सेक्टर्स आपको लगते हैं जहाँ पे अब स्टार्टअप लोगों को फोकस करना चाहिए कि यार ये एक्चुअल हम लोग प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर सकते हैं इस सेक्टर में?
See, अगर मैं बोलूँ from a progressive point of view, where startups should focus right now, I mean, Viksit Bharat is something that government is focusing on, right? And sustainability is a segment that is only going to grow from here on, because we need to be conscious about our environment, and the government is also taking a lot of steps in this manner. And technology and AI is never something that you forget. I mean, I have seen a trend wherein आज की डेट में each and every startup is trying to incorporate some sort of AI in their product.
Yeah.
And that is also the demand of the investors as well in today's date, because that is the trend that is changing. अब अगर आप कोई चीज़ मैनुअली करते हो और AI के थ्रू करते हो, that is the next step, and you have to look at it that way only, right? And sustainability में EV market is growing a lot, and the carbon credits market is going a lot and taking a boom. So I think these are the two segments that the startups should focus on these days.
So Harshita, talking about networking, what are your 5 core tips that a person should follow before doing networking?
Well, as per me, देखो, मुझे लगता है कि सबका अपना अपना स्टाइल होता है एक नेटवर्किंग करने का, और something works for somebody, something does not. But I can tell you what I follow when I meet people, right? Firstly, you should always consider giving value to the person. If you are going with the approach कि मैं उनके लिए क्या कर सकता हूँ, firstly you will grab the person's attention, and secondly they will remember you अगर तुमने मेरी first meeting में मेरी कोई help करी, right? So instead of going with the approach कि मेरे को इस इंसान से क्या मिल सकता है, rather you should go with the approach what is it that you can give to the person that they remember you, right? Then I would say research about the person that you are going to meet. Have some basis of conversation, and know the areas that he is expert in or interested in or has difficulties in. And have a detailed approach to those points. In the sense, for example, अगर मैं किसी से मिली प्लेन में, वो मेरे बाजू में बैठे हुए हैं, and if I just go and say to them कि oh, I am so and so, I do so and so, how are you? He will not talk to me, and neither will he remember me, because there might be 10 other people who are doing the same thing for him, right? Instead, if I go and ask him a question which he is forced to consider and think about it in his own field, then he will remember me. Okay, I had an interesting conversation with this person, he is worth remembering. Because your mind is chemically designed to only remember the first impression, and it depends upon you how you make that first impression.
So for someone who is just graduating, या they have graduated recently, क्या क्या steps हैं to build a company legally? आपको क्या क्या formalities करनी होती हैं, क्या क्या requirements होते हैं, क्या documentation होता है, and how do you proceed with that?
Sure. So I'll tell you, to start your own business, what all things that you should consider holistically as an approach. ठीक है? So before starting a business, a lot of people do this mistake where they do not study the market only, right? अब उनको एक idea आ गया, but उस idea की demand क्या है market में, who are your target audience, who are your competitors, and what are the areas that you are going to focus on initially. You should do a detailed research about your project, about your startup idea, and who is it applicable to. Once you've done your detailed research, the second step is to analyze what sort of organization would be beneficial for you. Whether you want to go with sole proprietorship, LLP, private limited, partnership, who are the people involved that are going to work with you? Do you have a partner, or do you want to go in the company model? So you need to analyze all of these things.
So, Harshita, recently we were conducting campus recruitments and I met lots of college graduates. So, they were like, यार हमें startup करना है, but पता नहीं कैसे करते हैं, company कैसे बनाते हैं, क्या procedure होता है. And one guy came to me and said, यार आप कुछ idea ही बता दो किस पे startup करना है. तो according to you, what's the roadmap through which a person can pursue his startup dream?
Correct. I think that's a very interesting question. And जैसे आपने बोला कुछ लोग करना चाहते हैं बट क्या करना है वो भी नहीं पता. तो आई थिंक उसके लिए आई कम बैक टू द टॉपिक दैट वी स्टार्टेड विद. If you don't know what is the idea that you want to see, then you should attend networking events. You will meet a lot of people and you will say what is going on in the market, and you will get some sort of intellect and idea where your trajectory might go, right? Then once you've gotten an idea, it is very important that you do a detailed business research about your idea. You should have a roadmap for 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years, and 2 years. And I would say rather make a detailed report for every quarter what you want to achieve. What is your target audience? What is your target market? What is the demand? Who are your competitors? So that you are absolutely clear the areas that you want to focus on, right? And once you have that clarity initially, it will be very easier to develop your business आगे जाके. And then comes the building of the organization itself, right? So you should decide whether you want to go for a sole proprietorship, which is like a firm model, wherein you are the sole karta dharta of your organization, and whether, I mean, the taxes and the compliances and the legalities are a bit easier if I compare it to a private limited company.
Like
right?
one of my friend was saying we can open a partnership company together.
Yeah.
So is it advisable to choose a partnership company or a limited liability partnership or a private limited? So how should a
You are mixing 2-3 terms here. If I talk about a partnership firm, so that's again a partnership model based on partnership deed, which is registered as a partnership as a firm. But if I talk about a private limited company, then you have directors there, which is registered under the Companies Act.
Okay.
So these are two different things. In a partnership firm, again, it is not governed under the under the Companies Act, and you have simpler compliances. You don't have to file your annual reports or anything, and it's comparatively simpler to a private limited company. And private limited company or a single person company are the two types of companies that you can formulate, right? When I talk about a single person company, then there's only one director. When I talk about a private limited company, then minimum there's 2 directors, there's minimum share capital, then there's a lot of compliances which comes with the Companies Act. So you should decide which model you want to go with initially and what would suit your business. So अगर मैं funding की बात करूँ तो I think if you want to go with a funding and you know that you're going to go with it soon, then it is better to be registered as a private limited company and go with that model since the start only.
Okay.
Baki, the next step after this, once you have decided what sort of firm type or company type that you want to go with, you should go with Startup India registration, you should go with MSME certificate registration, DPIT registration. Then there's also something called like GEM portal from where you can access different types of business
Government
opportunities. Correct.
So recently I applied for the Startup India scheme. I think it's a very good initiative started by the government.
Definitely.
So if I'm not wrong, they are offering 20 lakh rupees in grants
Correct.
and up to 50 lakh in debt.
Correct.
So if you are a startup and you are doing something innovative, you should definitely apply for that. And it can be very beneficial, or it can give you an initial boost to maybe scale your business or start the initial setup. So very good initiative by the government.
Absolutely. I mean, and we have a lot of such initiatives by the government these days, wherein they are supporting the startups. Even if I talk about your IPR, intellectual property rights, there are a lot of budding startup founders who have developed their own apps and everything. And there are opportunities with the government where they get your patent and trademark registered at a much subsidized way to support these startups. So there are a lot of schemes. One should read about them at Startup India website. And for example, I think initially they should also take the help of some professionals, because time is money, right? For example, if it will take you a month to get yourself registered or to get certain information, if you hire a professional like a CA or lawyer who will be able to help you and solve that issue within a week as compared to a month. So I think it is important to invest your funds at the right place initially and know what your actual requirement is.
So can you tell me the importance of a trademark? Like, I'll give you an example. When I was searching for my company name, every name that I thought about was registered. मतलब या जनता है अब तो आप जो भी सोच रहे हो, that name is gone. If you get a name, how to make it unique, या आप name selection ही कैसे करोगे कि how to select the name of your company? That's a very important step. आप अगर नाम चूज कर रहे हो बहुत important है, तो how do you do it?
काफी लोगों को ये शायद पता नहीं हो, बट जब आप अपनी कंपनी रजिस्टर करते हो ना, तो उसमें एक स्टेप होता है नेम सर्च. तो आप अपनी कंपनी पहली बात तो रजिस्टर नहीं कर सकते अगर आप वो नेम सर्च में फेल हो गए, राइट? तो और बहुत सारी चीज़ें डिपेंड करती हैं नेम पे, क्योंकि आप अपना डोमेन उस हिसाब से सिलेक्ट करते हो, आप अपनी कंपनी की ब्रांडिंग उस हिसाब से सिलेक्ट करते हो, एक आपका कंपनी का ऑरा प्रेजेंटेशन इन द मार्केट आपके नेम से ही होता है. सो इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट टू हैव अ नेम विच इज़ नॉट सिमिलर or which is not contradictory to the existing players in the market. And that is where trademark comes into play. So trademark आपका logo का होता है, trademark आपका company name का होता है, आपका अगर कोई tagline है उसका trademark होता है. And the sole purpose of getting a trademark done is to establish yourself as an individual in the market, so that there is no fraud or there is no misuse of the same brand name.
तो अगर कोई, let's say there's a person who's been using the name for over 10-15 years now, but they don't have a trademark. I go and get that trademark first.
No, it does not happen like that. So trademark भी अगर आप देखेंगे तो अगर आप कोई trademark या कोई एक आप name 10 साल से use कर रहे हैं, then due to that tenure of usage, it will be established that this is yours only, even if it is not trademark registered. And to avoid these confusions and all these actions, it is always advisable that you get your trademark registration done at the first place. But if you're using something for 10-15 years, then by virtue of time, it will be granted to you and not to the new person, provided you are able to establish that without any failure.
So, Harshita, in the beginning, जैसे every founder wants to do everything by themselves. And they have to do that.
Yeah.
But do you think they should seek professional help in the beginning?
देखो, जैसे मैंने पहले भी बताया, it would depend upon what is your requirement and at what stage of the startup you are at this point of time, right? And you have to take professional help where it is required. You can't do everything on your own, because that will take you years to build something that you could have built in months, because you are not a professional and you will do mistakes in that area. You will miss out certain points which you might not know and might come back to you as a legal or financial slap at the later stage of your life. So it is important to be sure and be correct since the start. And I feel for things like legal complexities or financial complexities, you should seek professional help. Whereas अगर आप marketing, SEO, SMO इन सब चीज़ की बात करो, maybe you can have a look at it at a later stage, once you are developed, right? But you should, your organization structure should be correct since the start. then only the investors who want to invest in your business will have, confidence in your business.
So team building is I believe, is the most important step that a founder can learn and execute in the beginning.
That's absolutely right.
Or you cannot go alone far.
Yeah,
You need a good team. You need to build a team and you need to retain that team.
correct.
That is more important.
Correct.
So, Harsha, it was a very nice conversation with you. And hopefully we'll look forward to more and share some very good knowledge and latest ideas with our audience as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sanchit, for inviting me. It was a brilliant 1 hour. Thank you.